All right, so for homework, you all should have finished these two problems. So on the next two slides, I'm just going to reveal the work and the answers. For number 2, you should have gotten 0, -2. Take a minute to look at the work if you did not get that answer and try to find your mistake. All right, for number 3, you should have gotten 6, 0. Take a minute to look at this work if you did not get the answer so that you can find your mistake. All right, so today we're moving on to all real numbers. Pause the video if you need to here to give the students a minute to write it down. If everyone has it written down, I'm going to go ahead and begin. All right, so we see that one of the equations is already solved for a variable. So we know that we need to take the expression -2x plus 7 and plug it in where we see y in the other equation. So -2x, and y'all, excuse me, I'm writing with my finger. My pen is not working, so if it looks a little crazy, that's why. -2x plus 7 equals -7. Okay, so this part is just a review. You know how to plug it in. This should not be an issue. So let's go ahead and distribute. So we have -2x. Negative times -2x is positive 2x. And negative times positive 7 is -7. Okay, so now at this point is where we combine like terms. Well, we see if we combine -2x and positive 2x, we'll get 0. Or they'll just cancel out. So we're actually left with -7 equals -7. Because -7 does equal -7, we know that the solution is all real numbers. And excuse my handwriting again, I'm writing with my finger. Okay, so that's it. All right, so here are the, I'm sorry. Lord have mercy. Okay, so here are the two problems that you all are going to try by yourself. Pause the video. Only press play when you're ready to see the answers. All right, let's take a look at the answers. For number 2, of course, the answer is all real numbers. Once you solved it, you should have gotten -32 equals -32. Take a minute to look at the work to see, to find your mistakes if you did not get those two numbers. For number 3, of course, the answer is all real numbers, and you should have ended up with 6 equals 6. Again, take a minute to take a look at the work to find your mistakes if you had any. All right. The last section is no solution. All right, pause the video if needed to give the students a minute to write the problem down. Okay, I'm going to assume everyone has it written down. So again, one of the equations is already solved for a variable. So we're going to take the expression 4x plus 8, and we're going to plug it into the other equation for y. So 4x minus, and we're going to plug in the 4x plus 8 equals -1. All right, so now we have to distribute. So 4x minus 4x minus 8 equals -1. 4x minus 4x gives us 0. Bring everything else down. And we're left with -8 equals -1. Because -8 does not equal -1, the answer is no solution. Okay, simple enough. All right, here are the two problems that you all are trying on your own. Pause the video, only press play when you're ready to see the answers. All right, everyone should be done. So the answer to number 2, of course, is no solution. And the two numbers that you should have gotten is 12 equals -1. 12 does not equal -1, which is why we say no solution. Number 3, the two numbers you should have gotten were 9 equals 5. 9 does not equal 5, which is why we say no solution. Okay, so that is the last problem. So now it is time for your quiz. Okay, so I need everyone to go ahead and separate your desk. Remember, you can use your notes, so you do not have to clear your desk. But go ahead and make sure that you separate. Once everyone is separated, the substitute will pass out the quizzes. When you are done with your quiz, you need to turn it into the box and go put your calculator up in the closet. Once everyone has completed their quiz, you all may then have free time. Phones are okay, but if you're listening to music, you need to make sure that your headphones are down low so that everyone can't hear your music. Fourth block, once you finish your quiz, a few of you have requested to go to the poetry thing in the auditorium. So those 7 students only are allowed to leave and go to the auditorium. Miss James has asked that you sit with her 4th block class. So when you go into the auditorium, you need to find Miss James's class. Okay? All right. Well, that's it for me. Good luck on your quiz. Enjoy free time, and I'll see you all Monday.